This question keeps showing up in science forums, survivalist blogs, and the occasional midnight thought spiral. What would happen if we detonated every nuclear bomb on Earth at the same time? Let's start with the numbers. As of now, humanity possesses roughly 12,500 nuclear warheads. Most are more powerful than the ones dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In fact, the largest ever detonated, Tsar Bomba, was over 3,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. So, what if we put all of them in one place and press the big red button? Let's be clear, this would be the largest explosion in human history. The total combined yield of all nuclear weapons today is estimated to be around 6,000 megatons of TNT. That's 6 billion tons of explosive force. Now, where would we detonate them? Let's say we choose the middle of the desert. Flat ground, no oceans to flood, no cities, just raw energy released into the atmosphere all at once. The result? A fireball dozens of kilometers wide, a blinding flash seen from space. Temperatures at the center would exceed the surface of the sun. The surrounding landscape would be vaporized, not melted, not burned. Vaporized. A mushroom cloud would rise into the stratosphere, injecting dust, ash, and radioactive particles tens of kilometers high. Shockwaves would flatten everything within a radius of hundreds of kilometers. The sound alone would be enough to rupture eardrums 1,000 kilometers away. But here's the real nightmare. Nuclear winter. So much soot and debris would rise into the upper atmosphere that sunlight would be partially blocked out for months, maybe years. Global temperatures could drop by several degrees Celsius. Crops would fail, famines would spread, ecosystems would collapse. And that's if we detonate them all in one spot. Now imagine we spread the bombs out, detonating them across all major cities simultaneously. This is what people usually imagine when they ask this question: global nuclear war. In that case, we're not just talking about one massive explosion. We're talking about thousands of fireballs, each wiping out a city, a nation's infrastructure, entire populations. Immediate deaths, hundreds of millions. Aftermath deaths, potentially billions, from starvation, radiation sickness, and the collapse of global systems. Radioactive fallout would make large parts of the planet uninhabitable for years. Even places untouched by blasts would suffer from contaminated water, poisoned soil, and collapsing economies. The ozone layer would be damaged, skin cancer rates would skyrocket, communication systems would fail, air travel might be impossible. And here's the kicker. Even this worst-case scenario wouldn't destroy the Earth itself. The planet would survive, nature would eventually recover, but humanity? That's another story. Now, just to put this in perspective, even if all nuclear bombs were detonated at once, it still wouldn't equal the destructive force of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. That rock packed the punch of 100 million megatons, over 16,000 times more powerful than all our nukes combined. So, technically, we're not capable of ending the planet, just ourselves. So, could this happen? Not likely. Launch systems are decentralized, safeguards exist. Even in times of tension, there are people, protocols, and thankfully, mutually assured destruction to prevent total annihilation. Still, the fact that we have the ability to reshape the entire surface of the Earth in a matter of minutes should probably make us pause. Maybe even rethink a few things. Until then, stay curious and don't press the button.